Our opening song is called Baby Boomers. It's by Stephen Cogswell. Get it at awtfy.com. That's AWTFY.com/boomers.
Let's hear that beat.
You ain't never heard a diss like this.
One of us whips it out and drops it in front of the other.
Boomers can get fucked.
You in the red, blood all over your shirt cause you fell down. Blood on your jitterbug, you old motherfucker.
We're talking about unprecedented levels of deficit spending.
Right, so anyway, at some point, it was a good idea to, shove coffee in your butt.
Shouldn't do them a lot.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't do anything at all.
You know what I'm talking about, Justin.
Wait, wow, I didn't know we were all such butt experts, man. I didn't know that we were here at the butt con. Track, put that shit on Spotify. I would buy it immediately.
Oh! Baby Boozers, am I right? No, that was from 2 weeks ago. Hey, beautiful people, it's Brian, live in Austin, Texas. Joined as always by my BFF and OAK is JRY, Justin Robert Young. Hey, why didn't we have a show last week? Let's not talk about that. We didn't have a show. What's going on, man?
I mean, something went in the podcast feed, so we had a show.
No, I'm glad we did that. I'm actually really, really proud of how we handled that situation. We did it with honesty and directness, and apologies to everybody who was expecting a comedy show last week, but I'm glad that instead you got a double dose of sincerity.
It was surprisingly funny. There were laughs. There were laughs in it.
When we found out that Sneakers was still alive, that was a big twist.
That was a good way to get it. I mean, look, like in life, everything, sometimes shit goes wild, and you got to deal with it as best you can. So thank you guys for dealing with that. By the way, the voice you heard was Bryce Neshcom Castillo.
Hi.
Yeah.
Brian, we're going to Vegas.
Hey, man, name one convention you've gone to all month. Name one. Just one. You can't because you went to 4.
Well, I will. This will be 2, and then I got 2 more after that. But thankfully, the next one after that is with you as well. So
No, this is 3 because you went to Gen Con and Comic Con.
Yes.
And then DEF CON.
Gen Con was this month. Comic Con was last month. So then it'll be DEF CON. So yes, if you're counting the recent time that I've been around, then yeah, it's
Look, I'm glad you brought it up because this isn't a night attack. We're not doing a show again. This is an intervention. I think you got a real problem.
Oh my God. I agree. No, if this were an actual intervention, I'd be like, thank God. Do I not have to go to all these conventions? I don't know. Look, these are all fun. DEF CON's going to be a blast. I'm literally there to work a booth. So don't fucking talk to me because I have a job to do.
So, somebody walks up and they're all like, hey, man, you got any card games? And you're like, well, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here to sell Wi-Fi pineapples. And you're like, yeah, but I want a politically themed card game or maybe a television news themed card game. And you're like, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I told Darren, because Darren, Hack 5, we're talking one day and he's like, hey man, we have some big turnover with the with Hack 5 and I need you to if you could spare weekend and come on out to DEF CON and just help me work the booth just because I want to make sure I have enough bodies. And I'm like, cool. And then he just brings a bunch of other people and I'm like, that I'm like a liability in a line because there's nobody else that's going to be there working the welcome to Good Burger. Can I take your order part of this process that somebody may conceivably ask for a selfie with or talk about the NSFW episode when Tomcat was on. That's a conceivable thing that will happen with me. I'm not trying to be immodest and saying that it's going to be fucking Hard Day's Night or whatever. I'm just saying that there's a less than 0 chance that someone's going to be like, Leo Laporte, right?
Yeah. No, I'm super excited. You've never done DEF CON before?
I've never, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do it was that it is just a convention that's always fascinated me, but I've never had a reason to go. I know you're there, so at the very least, we just get some fun Vegas hang time.
I know you're there. I know Weed's there. Look, there's plenty of options. There's lots we could do.
Look, and rumor has it, maybe Sunday morning there might be a little visit by us two down to the Churn, the ice cream social recording studio. So maybe we'll be able to make that happen. But yeah, I'm pumped for that. But then after that, it's down to Austin for the Out of Bounds Comedy Festival. By the way, tickets on sale right now. You don't have to buy a badge. You can just get the ticket. Just head on over. Bryce, what is it? The
OOBfest.com. Click on the schedule. You'll see us there on the very first night. Click on the same night with Kai Krebs and Clara Blackstone. Is $10. It's only $10, y'all.
Dude, let's crush. Let's sell this place out.
Brian, can you real quick, just again, for folks who might not be aware, what is the history of that venue to you?
Oh, man. I want to say it was the end of July, beginning of August 2000, the year 2000. They had just opened the Hideout Theater, the now historical Hideout Theater. It was one of the first improv focused venues in Austin. It's right near 8th Street. And it was in the early days where I was able to book like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it's only a 60-something seat venue, but it was one of the first times I four-walled with the Bizarre Magic Show, and I was able to fill it up, and Bonnie, not me, I was not there, but Bonnie said that she was, sweeping up or whatever, and overheard one of the people working at the venue saying, well, it's good to know we can sell this place out. So in my mind, I just went ahead and logged that as the first guy to sell out the Hideout Theater. So here we are, almost 20 years later, doing it again, man. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I am so pumped. That will be, what is it, Tuesday, August, or Tuesday, what is it? Bryce, you can just scroll right up.
I know. It's Tuesday. It's a different page here. Tuesday, August 27th here in Austin, Texas at the Hideout, oobfest.com. $10 for the ticket. Please join us at there. I guess we need to figure out what we're doing for that show at some point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it look like 10 minutes before that show? Come on.
I'm actually in town that whole previous weekend, so we can figure something out in between. But speaking of cons, I was at Gen Con.
Uh-oh. How did it go?
It was good. Different kind of vibe.
You gave talks. Like, what did you do at your talk? You did the How to Lose Money talk?
We did the How to Lose $40,000 on Kickstarter talk, and we did the theming a game with politics, our guide to that. But it was after the $40,000 talk that I have a young man come up to me, and he's like, hey, after you're done talking to all these people about, like, this is after we're done with the talk, so people are just kind of gathering around asking questions. After you're done, can I just have like 5 minutes of your time? I have like something really weird I want to talk to you about.
I would love to believe he walks up with sunglasses and said, hey man, when you're done with kiddie pool bullshit, I'm an adult, so just come on over and say hello. I got 3 Bloody Marys for you.
It was not that, although I think the energy, you are sniffing around the energy. Like, I'll just say, if I then went over and he was like lighting up a joint in the Indiana Convention Center, it wouldn't have shocked me. Like, he definitely had a bit of an air about him, although it was a little uncertain, right? So I get done, and he's kind of in the outer ring of the circle that everybody's in, and I'm like, hey man, come on over, what's up? And he's like, dude, this is so weird. So I've been listening to the show for a while. I've been listening to NSFW show, and I'm a GM. And so when I wrote this game, I wrote a character in my role-playing game based on you, because I always base my NPCs basically on actors or famous characters or something like that. So I like based this character on you. And I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. And then he's like, but also like, I was there for the talk before you. And then all of a sudden I look over and you're like waiting to go on. And I'm like, man, that guy looks like Justin Robert Young. And then you get up and you plug in your computer and there's a huge still thing that says Justin Robert Young. And I'm like,
and then I look at your badge and it says that you're Justin Robert Young. And I'm like, man, what are the odds that all these things would be true? And yet it still wouldn't be Justin Robert Young.
I mean, like, let me just put it this way. In terms of the way he was laying it out to me, there was part of me that kind of got the vibe that he was expecting for me to say, like, yes, it has all been led to this point. Like, you are the center of this Truman Show universe where now we are revealing ourselves. It was that kind of like, it was a bit weird. But he then produces this.
So hold on. Before we get to this part, I'm sort of infatuated with like, every time I meet a fan or whatever, and you detect this weird energy and you could tell that you're not syncing up, I think to myself, how do they want this to go? And I, if I'm able to, I would love to provide that for them. And oftentimes it's like, they want it to be painless. They want to be guided through the experience. They want to get the high five, the shake, the real quick, tell a story about a thing you did, and then off they go. Like, what does your spider sense say you're supposed to do at this point?
My spider sense says, I want him to guide this because like it's already kind of weird and I don't know where it's going from here. And at this point, I've already kind of satisfied all my other obligations of like random people that had just met me and just saw the talk and just want, you know, like Kickstarter advice and stuff like that. So now this is like, there were a few people that were podcast fans, but he is obviously the most passionate. He is obviously somebody who has a story to tell. And I'm just like, okay, well, from here, here's what I know. You like the podcast.
Right.
Normal. On some level, you feel like there is a cosmic connection to us being together right now.
Sure.
Because you were not expecting to be around me, and yet you found yourself around me.
Also, by the way, your tactic of modeling your NPCs by ripping off existing personalities, it's a pretty good way to make a troll bot for a show called Game On. I'm just saying, like borrowing from
stop
existing.
It, Alex Albrecht.
So he hands me this. Folks, if you are into role-playing, if you are into playing role-playing games, you can indeed get Creepypasta, the role-playing game, which apparently there is a security guard in here. Oh, a security guard for the SPC organization that is based off me. And
Nice.
for whatever reason, the idea that he had done it
Hold
was
on.
like,
Hold on. There's got to be adjectives that he uses to set up this character. Just give me a few of the adjectives.
Is there an SCP number, or are you just a human person? Because there's like a whole wiki on SCP stuff.
I think this is crap. I really wish I would have asked him more questions now that I realized that I wanted to do a bit about this. No, the SCP is an organization in this game to secure, contain, and protect. But crap.
The idea with SCP, because this all started with creepypastas and like shit games, is like it's this collective idea of a Men in Black style containment, organization.
Sure, but I assume that if they have an NPC, they would say things like, "Oh, this robust dwarf is gruff in his demeanor, yet kind in his heart. He has an acerbic wit and an insight to politics to beat the band. He once pissed off a tech pundit by being first to
Like, that's
broadcast from his brick house."
To be honest, I really wish I would have asked him more questions. If you are the guy who wrote this, then please direct me to where in this book I need to read.
That's very cool.
By the way, I
but,
mispronounced it
yeah.
earlier. It's pronounced Tomadonna. That's my favorite fan. Tomadonna.
I think that's a pre-show
Hamada.
bit.
Big shout out.
So we had the family reunion, and you know what I discovered? There's no way to not sound like an asshole when you turn on the TV to Discovery and somebody asks, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is my friend." He's about to step outside around great whites wearing crazy armor. I'm just watching it because I promised him I would. There's no way not to sound like an asshole during that. And then what's weird is it causes the rest of the family to say, okay, somebody needs something here. And my cousin, who's an attorney, is, I could tell, really trying to do me a favor as he goes, "Oh, wow, he's stepping outside of the cage. I wonder if he'll be okay." And I'm like, all right. So
big shout out to Andrew Main. His Shark Week special aired last Friday, and this just in, the #1 Shark Week rated show that night. It was only behind like live TV's doing a big thing, and Disney Channel debuted one of their new movies or whatever. So like insane ratings, great ratings. He built on the stuff that was before. So thank you to all the Night Attack folks that went out and watched it and tweeted about it. Awesome job.
That's fantastic. I'm so excited, and I did like the subtle soft pitch for a season 2 at the end, where it's like between the lines, shark expert says, "Oh, you did it. Is there anything you wish you had done differently for, I don't know, maybe next year?" And then instantly you get a rough sketch of the pitch for what next year's episode would look like. I enjoyed it very, very much, and I'm super, super proud for our friend Andrew Main.
Yeah, and believe me, as soon as there's news to tell, if there is news to tell on that, we definitely will. But yeah, so that's a crazy thing, because to tell a family secret, I still haven't watched it yet. I was literally giving a talk while it was airing.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that. Look, if you're you or me, I'm gonna guess that there aren't too many surprises in it for you. He makes some armor. He steps out.
Literally, I played the long version of the game. So like I've been having conversations with Andrew about this entire project, and I've seen enough rough cuts to put together what I assume the show is going to be. But yeah, no, I mean I just didn't get that experience. I'm jealous of your experience that you got to be like, oh yeah, like as much as you're like, yes, there's no way to be not ballin' when you're like, oh, here's my friend's Shark Week special.
Well, plus also like
your friend's Shark Week special.
I mean, what kind of asshole in the middle of a family reunion says, "Excuse me, I need to watch some Shark Week. Do you mind?" And then walks over and turns it on. And it turns out the only bigger asshole is the guy who says that. And we're like, "Well, I'm only doing it because it's my friend."
Jeez. But I don't know. That's so cool. I don't know. I wish I could be that asshole, Brian. One day. Maybe I can in this creepy pasta game.
Well, hold on. What's something? Okay, this was all baked into Shark Week about being invisible to sharks. What could you be invisible to that we could pitch it as a standalone special?
What could I be invisible to? My own responsibility. My father's love.
I was thinking like, at the upcoming political conventions or debates, you could try to make it on stage during the debates and not be seen.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll see if I can make my way next to Donald Trump in the Republican National Convention.
This
is the win condition. If I can sneak behind Trump and start flashing gang signs,
they're there. I would love to believe. Like they're in the middle of the debates, they're talking, and then meanwhile you're narrating to the camera. You're like, it seems that they're not reacting at all to me being live on stage in the middle of this debate.
Like now our final proof of concept as I crip walk across the stage.
All right, so we'll pitch that to the History Channel.
Exactly. MSNBC, get on that. Come on, I got this special here for you. We're gonna make $1 billion. Here's a way that we're trying to make $1 billion by you giving us money at patreon.com/nightattack. Again, patreon.com patreon.com/night attack.
Yeah, newsflash, we need it. We need money. Turns out it's an important thing, especially as we try to expand our operation. If you guys have enjoyed being on this ride so far, please, please, please join us. You get your own RSS feed. You get to feel more important and specialer than everybody else. But most importantly, you'll be giving us money that you will never notice or ever care about. It's a funny thing. You click the send the money button, and then it comes to us, and you never notice. It's magic. It's real magic. Plus, if you are a new subscriber or a new patron, or you raise your pledge, you have a chance to randomly be called out on a little thing we like to call...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Night Attack new Patreon name chant corner hour.
It's an hour of it. All right. Wow, we have a brand new patron. Sound
the alert. Woo! Woo!
You're never gonna guess what he does for a living, Justin.
Oh my God! I mean, is he a policeman?
He solves crimes.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I mean, at least I assume, because all of a sudden we're looking at a dead body, and two hard-nosed detectives, you and me, can't solve the case, and all of a sudden the door kicks in and someone says, "Did you lose this dollar, gentlemen?" And we're like, "We don't know what you're talking about." And then we look at the dollar, and it's signed. It says, "This dollar brought to you courtesy of Carter Howard."
Carter Howard.
Carter Howard.
Carter Howard.
Other people are less Cart. He's Carter.
Yeah, and when you say westward, he says nay. Eastward, nay. Howard. Yes.
We're crushing it. We're crushing it. We're doing great this week. Also, there's a brief moment in the show where we go full on Cam Girl, a.k.a. Twitch streamer, and we shout out everybody who donates live bits right now live on the air while telling an unrelated story. What's an unrelated story that happened to you, Justin?
Well, Brian, you know, when I see you,
Yes.
I think of the time that we went sailing.
Oh, yeah. No, I do remember that. I said, there's literally no way to work in Renegoo on anything. That's what I was thinking.
W. Scott is one thing more, though. There was the name of our boat. I can't remember it, Brian. What was it?
Well, I mean, it's a simple name to remember. It was the Skills Cat. We named it because we were sponsored by Skills_Cat.
Well, indeed we were. Swimming in X modems we were, which is what that Skills Cat did for a living. We strapped them all together and made the boat itself.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden it got a bit rickety. It was all clackety, if you know what I mean.
I do. Vividly. In fact, the underlining shadow in all of this is that death stalks us all.
Yes. No, we're all set to be doomed. It's a violating to truth of life that we're all meant to march towards a cliff.
Thank you.
I think we were expecting one more, but that's fine.
Oh, the time ran out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's great. It's great.
That's how it goes, baby. By the way, our Bit Boss halftime champion is indeed Tama Downa.
Tama Donna, the only fan that ever mattered. Hey, man, we got a game this week?
We do have a game this week. We talked about this on the show maybe about a year or so ago, and I think we just kind of looked around, browsed around, and had a little bit of fun. But I came up with a game for this. This is called Cameo or Camino. Oh wait, that name doesn't work anyway because
Nope, I love
the
it.
type of game. But that's
we're
fine.
gonna stick with it. It's called Cameo or Mammy No.
Well, definitely Mammy No. We're not doing that one. So this will be you guys against me.
Okay.
I have found some people on the Cameo.com website. This is the website where you can pay celebrities to send you visual messages.
Oh, we talked about this. People who had been paid, I don't know, a couple $100 to just, say X, Y, or Z, and then whoopsie doodle, they're saying white supremacist messages or whatever.
Yeah, Brett Favre notably was tricked into saying some dog whistles, I guess is what you would call it. And so we don't have Brett Favre, but we do have a bunch of other actors. So I'm going to give you the name of someone, and we can even check out some of the stuff that they've created for other people. And you two, as a team, will have to guess the price of booking that actor within a certain amount.
Sorry, the default price or the price that was likely paid for the thing that we're seeing?
They're always the same.
No, they said it. This is all marketplace. Like you can browse. Like if you want whatever your favorite voice actor or athlete or whatever to say something, it's right there on the site, and you can do it all through the app. It's actually kind of a brilliant concept. But yeah, no, we're gonna know exactly how much each and every one of these folks charge for a very hastily assembled. Hey, what's up? I think they literally just get all the information that you type in right into their camera, and they just.
Can I propose an alternate name for this? Can we call it Cammy Uh-Oh?
Oh, that's good. That'll work. Yeah.
Okay.
Upgrade. Well, just to give Brian a sense, Open Bayou here in the chat put together or just tweeted a link to one of Oakland Raiders wide receiver Antonio Brown. Did a great cameo. I'm sure it just filled everybody's hearts with joy. Here is an NFL Pro Bowler, Antonio Brown.
Happy 38th birthday. And I hear this your second anniversary wedding. I hear you've been working really hard as a defense attorney, and your birthday is here. Happy birthday. We celebrate you today. Hope your birthday is booming.
How much money did he make from that?
It looks like about $500.
I would like to make $500.
Well,
this is a game we like to call Brian will have a cameo account by the end of the game.
So we're gonna play this in two phases. This first phase is 2-digit prices. So all of the actors or actresses you're gonna see in this round, their price is 2 digits. You are going to have to get their price within $5. So if it costs $70 and you say $75, we'll give it to you.
Got it.
If you say $76, we will not give it to you. Doesn't have to be over or under, just within $5 or so. Our first one, well known. This
That's
guy
a
gets
little tight, by the way. Come on, you skinflint.
That's
Open
right.
it up to 20.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Look, there are two. We gather together, my children and Bryce, and we talk about the evils of peer pressure. And I'm proud of Bryce. He did a great job of resisting it. Good job.
That's right. So our first one, he makes it around a lot on Cameo. You might know him as the voice of Solid Snake or Pennywise the Clown, I think, in It Chapter 1. It's David Hayter. We've got a clip of him here for Basim.
Basim, this is Solid Snake. Your friends John and Joss tell me it's your birthday. And
He gets a lot of mileage out of being Solid Snake. I'll tell you what.
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
I do like being able to see his phone in the reflection of his eyeglasses.
Because I don't know the situation, but they say you should marry Angie Gao. And they wanted me to point out that you did some shameful things back in the Barrel Bar. So, bear that in mind, but depending on what they were, I'm probably proud of you. So have a great day. Have an excellent year full of love and success and happiness. And if you're ever feeling down, just remember this. Basim, you're pretty good.
All right, first of all, I refuse to believe that level of performance didn't merit 3 figures. That's a crime against humanity if that's not a $100 plus performance. That dude is committed to the bit.
He gets a round. David Hayter does. So you guys are playing as a team. So consult with each other. Give me your answer.
It's got to be close to 100, right?
I would guess. I don't think that a lot goes for under 100 on that thing. That's the only reason why I was trying to push for it to be more than 5 was just because I think that there's a bit of a range. Like there's not as many like 25 people as there are 150 to 300 people. And like again, Antonio Brown's a wide receiver in the NFL. He's getting 500. So I'm with you. I think 100. 100's that nice round number, right?
Yeah, I guess let's go ahead. Let's put it down at $94.99. So that way we get to $99.99 or $89.99, right?
If it helps, they will always be
round numbers.
They will always be solid. They will not. There's no cents.
There's no sense. So we'll say 94. So 89 to 99 is our range.
$94.
Wait, but then we don't get 100. I think
No,
we need
no.
100.
Yeah, we've already been told it's a
two digits.
two-digit number.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
These are 2 digits. Okay.
All right, folks. Your answer of $94 is
Bullshit.
incorrect. David Hayter is a little bit of a value. $75 dues.
Oh, I want to represent him now. I want to tell him to raise his fees. What is he doing?
I'll tell you.
I'm just saying. Wait, hold on. This game really makes me think that we could just automate Night Attack. Like we'll just literally just at a certain price. You guys can just give enough, and Night Attack can literally just be us buying cameos and stitching them together for comedic purposes.
I mean, look, that's the end goal with our whole Patreon run, right? Is that eventually we get to a place where we're only doing it in sponsored 30-second chunks.
I know. Look, Bryce. That's why Bryce has to vote for Andrew Yang, so we can fucking $1,000 a month. After he gets laid off by automation.
Yang.
Did you appreciate the level of commitment that person got for $75?
David Hayter is the high water mark. You are going to see a lot of shit. I was writing this game, and it was very, very difficult to sit through some of these. So we will not be able to.
I mean,
sit through some of these.
I just want to yell at people. I want to yell at David Hayter for not charging enough. I want to yell at his fans for not paying enough.
That dude, voice actors know where their bread is buttered, and that is like they want to stay exactly in that zone of like, oh my God, I can't believe it's that cheap, but also $75 a pop. I'm gonna bang out like 20 of these a day, and then I'm gonna go to Qdoba.
Yeah. Oh, get that queso.
Also, man, Quibi, even shorter than you thought. That's I would like to believe this is just a series on Quibi.
These are going to be. That should be what Quibi gets.
It's nothing but shout outs.
Yeah,
just tap into other
Pitch
people's.
to Quibi. Fucking, can we just pitch the fucking cameo? Like, look, it's a cavalcade of stars from the stage, screen, and the field.
We don't admit that we're sourcing everything from Cameo. We just say we have all the biggest celebrities. It's going to be amazing short form content. You won't believe it.
It's in media res storytelling.
And then, so at this point, and then we start outsourcing. We start sending them. Oh, what if? Hold on. What if you just started sending requests for Cameo, but they all very clearly at some point became a narrative script, and people realized that they were full on
That's a
gigging.
Quibi show. That's what I'm saying. Immersive content.
That would be amazing.
Yo, who's fucking Ted Quibi? Let's call up Ted Quibi.
All right.
Quibi.
Here's our next one. This is from, you might know him from The Room. It's Greg Sestero.
Oh, wrong guy from The Room. Got it.
Different guy, but here we go.
Oh, hi, Max. What's up? It's Greg Sestero here to say congratulations on the anniversary. Your loving girlfriend, Lily, thinks of everything. And, I know Tommy met you because he talked about you. He said, I met a really cool guy. His name is Max. You should have style like him. Don't dress like schmuck, dress like Max. And so, on this day, congratulations. Anything for my princess is what you should be thinking for Lily. Mm-hmm. And that's life. So get out there and party and celebrate your anniversary. You guys are great. And as Tommy would say, be careful. Don't be Mad Max this year. Congratulations.
Don't be Mad Max.
Okay, how many of those?
How much do you want a cameo now? You want a cameo hot or a little?
Okay. Here's what I want to know. Like, are all of their responses public? Like, is everything in public?
I don't know if all of them are. It seems most of them are, though.
Because this is what I want to gamble on, is whether or not he starts every video with, oh, hi, blank name. Like, hey, he's got those canned bits in...
We can take a listen, at least to some of these. That one was for Max. This one is for Nate.
Oh, hi, Nate.
Yeah!
This one is for John.
Oh, hi, podcast.
All right, I got a theory.
This one is for Veronica.
Oh, hi, Veronica.
Oh,
So that's Greg Sestero. Oh, his bio, I won't show it because it shows the number on screen, but it definitely starts off saying, "Oh, hi, Cameo."
oh.
So within $5, Greg Sestero.
What, $45? Maybe 55. 45 or 55.
I'm saying 45. I'm going low.
Okay.
I feel like that dude is cranking them out.
No,
he is.
that
like
dude is hustling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like somebody said, here is a magical machine. It has a button. You could press it once every 30 seconds, and $45 comes out.
Yep.
As a rational human being, I would imagine he would press that button quite a few times.
And look, and at the end of the day, what? You're gonna make people happy? Oh, fuck you! You're making people.
You're gonna
happy,
make
and
people
you're
happy, Justin. You make them happy.
I'm literally gonna turn inside out from fucking like just shame. I can't handle that.
All right, final answer is what?
45.
45.
Your answer of 45 is...
Oh!
Not only is it within... It is exactly right!
Yeah.
$45 for Greg Sestero. Typically responds in 3 days. So,
Good for him, man. That's freaking great.
though I will say that one for Max was definitely up here when I built this game last week. So maybe not getting quite as many people as he hopes. Our next cameo. This is
Oh, hi, $45.
What do you think Cameo's cut is?
probably 30%.
Yeah, maybe. I was going to say 20, but it might be that much.
Yeah, I don't know. I
They
wonder.
developed the whole marketplace and all that.
Right. Though there are competitors. The original version of this game was guessing if someone was on Cameo or if they had to be on one of the knockoff sites. And it turns out everyone's on all of them. So that you can actually do some window shopping on
I
your
can't believe
celebrities.
that they're not requiring people to sign exclusivity agreements or
I
something.
thought so too.
Yeah.
Though there's one of them.
They just want the menu. Like Cameo is like, hey, look, we'll put our money into being the brand.
Sorry, real quick, can you put me full screen? I have an unrelated thing I got to take care of. Oh, hi, Tomadonna. I heard that you just gave us 2,000 bits, and you're great. Cameo sucks.
Hey.
End of segment.
Beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. There you go.
Hey, Bryce, can you put me full screen?
Absolutely.
Oh, hi, Tomadonna. I heard you just gave us 2,000 bits. I love you. I heard it's your birthday. And I just want to say that all your friends in the chat room think that you're great. Remember that time that old Clark Gable said, hey, give me that Tomadonna. See you later.
Is there a dog taking a dump behind you during that?
All right, our next actor needs no introduction. It's of course Richard Brake.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Richard,
What?
obviously.
Pardon? Richard Brake?
Well, we can actually. This is from Matt. This is a message for Matt from Richard Brake.
Hey Matt, this is Richard Brake. Played the Night King on Game of Thrones and a bunch of other stuff, but that's what a lot of people know me for. So, your dad got in touch just to tell me that it's your 19th birthday, and he wants to wish you a happy birthday and to tell you follow your dreams, work hard for them, and amazing things will happen. And it's absolutely good advice. I got a 19-year-old too. It's a good age, kind of a scary age. Sort of the end of one thing and the beginning of the other. It's pretty cool. But definitely that's great advice from your dad. Go for what you want.
All right, goddammit, stop. Look, fuck you, fuck this game, fuck the conflicted feelings I'm having, because this is an awesome person who's sincerely putting out joy to somebody who paid for a
100%,
shout out.
100%.
Absolutely.
And trust me, as somebody who has to qualify his fame by explaining what you might half know me from. That moment of like, hey, I played the guy who was the Night King. Like, it's too real. It's too real.
Oh.
This guy's a national treasure.
Okay, Brian, number one, I can totally understand your feelings, but Bryce, give me full screen.
Absolutely.
Hey, Rooster Bat. I see that you gave us 50 bits. Happy anniversary. Your wife said that you really need to do the dishes. So, scrub-a-dub-dub. I'm Justin Robert Young. You might know me from Night Attack. You're watching me now. See you later.
All right. So here's my conflict, Justin, and I need you to solve this. Because
This game is not problematic. They're celebrities.
this guy deserves $73 per shout out.
Okay, number one.
But I
look,
suspect
anybody who has to qualify who they are is sub.
Yeah, no,
40.
I gotta say
Sub 40.
25, right?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, because number one, hey, that dude, I watched it. Like he's like a stunt guy. He did a lot of the stunt coordination for Game of Thrones, but he also played the Night King. So that's like the thing he's most known for, and yet it's a non-speaking role. He had a gigantic role on a massive series, but never said anything.
Just on the off chance he sees this, I want to make it clear that I suspect it was $25 per shout out, but it deserves to be $99.
Deserves to be $1 billion. Yes. I'm with you 25. I think he's like, look, whatever. Whoever wants to give me 25 so I can just tell them to have a nice day.
And he's so over delivering. He's bothering to care and talk about his personal experience for $25 motherfucking dollars.
I mean, he's talking about his kids.
Yeah, right?
For $25. Like that is a good guy, but I would say yeah, 25.
All right, your final answer of 25 is incorrect. Richard Brake goes for $50.
Whoa! Congratulations, Richard Brake. That's great.
Yeah, it's good for him. All right, we got 2 more here in this 2-digit segment. Oops, we'll turn that down. You might know him from. What would anybody know this person from? He doesn't even list it on his bio. But of course, we are talking about another celebrity.
Jimmy Carter.
Another celebrity who's gotten around.
You
on
feel
camera.
like you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just eating peanuts off of my farm. Let me stop building this house over here. You may know me from, I don't know, being the president. But I hear it's your anniversary. It's me, Jimmy Carter.
Not quite. I'm of course talking about.
Yo, can we get Jimmy Carter on Cameo? Fucking find me an email.
No, of course I am talking about one Andy Dick.
Oh my God.
Let's listen to what he wrote for Tanya Bear.
Tanya Bear. I hear that you're friends with a friend of mine, Aaliyah. Ooh, the music swelled up right there. That was good. Oh, did you hear that giggle? I want to introduce you to someone, Tanya. It's her first time on my new cameos. There, it has to be a little bit. I have to angle it. It's so bright.
Is he doing a full podcast?
All right. Wait, it's so bright. Yeah.
Adjusting the brightness now.
So how are you, Aaliyah? So Tanya,
this is what I'd like to believe it would be like for us to just do full podcasts for on Cameo.
Andy Dick is one of the more active users here on Cameo.
remember
So
her.
there's a kind of thing when you go to their profile, you can see like the feed of the ones that they've made, and you can always tell when they've done multiple, just like in a row. Andy Dick is always doing a lot at once.
Well, Andy Dick was talking about, I want to say it was on Harmontown or whatever. He was talking about how he's he perceives himself not as blacklisted but gray-listed, where it's hard for
What would he get booked for?
Well, yeah,
But not that he did anything wrong.
correct. But just that he has a reputation for being a challenging.
I think
creature
he
to
might have
wrangle.
also been like you are always in jail on some level in Hollywood when you have a problem getting insurance. And I think he became one of those guys that was having a hard time getting insurance. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, then now you're a financial liability. You're not just like a diva that's going to have to be handled.
God, I would love to believe that we live in a universe where, because it's clear that he's hustling and doing the hard work. I would like to believe that is being repaid. So I want to go 94, 95.
This cameo is still going, by the way.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's an
it's
entire
so-
podcast. It's an entire. He's got
not
Justin
looping.
Robert Young on the line live. He's doing the BB Live show. It's great.
He's brought up Jimmy Carter on this robot stand. Yeah, so he is just for audio listeners. He's giving a cameo to his camera that's propped up, or his phone that's propped up. But he also then has another iPad that is like on FaceTime with this young lady with the pixie cut behind him, and they're both talking to this person on Cameo.
That's called value, Justin.
It is value.
VALUE.
She even looks. No, she is Aaliyah. She even looks
Okay,
a little bit like
80,
you.
85 or 90?
Anyhow, she was writing me these beautiful. She's beautiful.
You think that you think he's not going for the value play? You think he's not like 75 or something like that? Like, gotta get it? Because remember, Solid Snake was 75.
Yeah.
And Solid Snake wasn't on news radio.
I think he's just like, look, I got a chance to make this really work, and he's really. I mean, they're full on doing a podcast right now. It's still going, for the record.
It's still going. Wait, Bryce, can you mouse over and see how long it is?
I'll have to hide it because it'll show on his actual profile how long this one's he makes.
on the thing. It'll
This one is 9 minutes long,
Dude, okay, all right. It's gotta be 95. He has to be providing massive value.
Pausing this.
I'll back your play, but I suspect it might be lower. I feel like this is going to be the surprise of the game.
Do you want to step like way down to 75? You want to take that?
Nah, let's do 95.
I think I'm too caught up in the wishful thinking. I don't want to believe that he's having to hustle this hard for $75, or not having to. But
I mean, like, but if you're Andy Dick, because that seemed like sober, weird Andy, and not like super screwed up Andy, right? Or did it?
Oh no. Everything I've seen from Andy Dick has.
I think he's sober now.
Yeah. And in fact,
So let's say you're Andy Dick, and sober Andy Dick means that it's probably an Andy Dick that doesn't want to leave the apartment all that much because there's only.
Some of these are recorded in pitch black.
Ooh, that's clever.
God.
Oh no, it's just a camera app thing.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. He just brought a flute to his lips, and you paused it.
Sorry, audience.
That's so Andy Dick. That's the most Andy Dick thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Somebody's paying for a message, and he decides to do a gag with a slide whistle and make sure to blow it just slightly louder than is necessary for the comedy bits.
What's up here? I'm talking about. Don't go south with that. Wasn't talking about those.
All right. I say 85. I say we lock it in at 85.
All right, I'm with you. 85. Lock it in.
Your answer is 85. And your answer of 85 would be... Oh, you're going to kick yourself.
No, it was 95.
Andy Dick goes for $99.
God damn it! Ah, shit.
One of the more prolific cameo folks out there.
I just clapped my hands hard enough that it broke my wristwatch. It flew right off.
Shit.
It flew right off my wrist. So that's a thing that happened.
That's a thing that happened. All right, we've got one more here in the 2-digit round.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Bryce, can you give me full screen?
Absolutely.
Tomadonna, it's your first day of school. I heard you gave us 4,200 bits. A bit a day keeps the doctor away. I just wanted to let you know. You're great, and it's awesome to be alive. See you later.
We could be making so much money on this. All right, this is our last one here. Our last one in the two-digit.
Okay, this is ironically us actually just making money on this.
Last one in the two-digit round. Of course, it's Ross Mullen.
Sorry?
Oh, you don't, Justin? You don't know Ross Mullen?
No, I'm not familiar of Ross Mullen. No, I don't know him.
Oh, here's Ross Mullen.
Hi, Indira. This is Ross Mullen. I played the White Walker on Game of Thrones. Rah. David tells me that you are an amazing independent filmmaker. Congratulations.
They got
on
both
Back to
White
Humanity,
Walkers.
which is
Wait,
shot in Peru. I would love to go to Peru. I can't wait to see it. Where can I see it? I'm going to look for it.
I didn't know there were two different guys.
There were two
success
different
is
guys.
around the corner for you. You are going to be amazing. How courageous of you to put together and be able to do a film that is no easy feat. I know that. I'm trying to put a film together myself. I'm working on something this coming fall, producing for the first time in my life. So I know. Indira, it's great. And also, I just want to say a hi to Carlo, who's also a big fan of Game of Thrones. Guys, from David and myself, congratulations, Indira. And listen, it may be summer, but winter is coming. Rah!
Oh
Have a good
my
one, guys.
God. Dude, so committed to the bit. That was so much. Look, can we get in the business of reviewing cameo videos? Because I didn't realize that some of them could be so much.
Cameo review.
That was amazing.
I mean, number one, that dude, can we just say the Game of Thrones cast might be like the nicest group of people to ever exist? Like, what a pleasure it would be to show up to set when both those guys are just like so open and he's like, yeah, we all have our struggles. By the way, can I watch your short film? That began with him asking, can I watch your short film?
And also, imagine
your friends will never say that if you make a short film. No one will ask to see your short film.
It's like you show up for your first day on the job and it's like, hey, so this is the most evil character on the show. And then he's instantly that nice. It's just like, well, I mean, how bad could it get from here?
Yeah. Correction, he plays one of the various White Walkers, not the Night King.
Not the Night King, but
that was Richard Brake.
Right, but one of the iconic first ones.
Yeah, did various mocap. They, most of those people.
Oh my God.
How much is Ross Mullen going for?
Do you even remember what the other guy went for?
The other guy went for 50, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Richard Brake went for $50.
I'm gonna say 45. I'm gonna say
he is a squire to the Night King.
Correct. But also,
so the question is, does the cameo pricing follow Song of Ice and Fire lore?
I think it does. I think that by that he would be an automata that would make $0. But I'm gonna say 45. I feel like it's 45.
I feel like I'm the only time that I ever questioned you, we went wrong. So I'm backing you up here.
All right, so
turns out it's the iron price. You have to go murder somebody.
You have to murder somebody, and he's like, "You murdered your best friend."
I hear you're standing over.
Can I read your essay?
I heard you're standing over. That's the other thing is they all say I've heard.
Oh yeah.
I've heard you're standing over the corpse of your roommate right now. I just wanted to say, rawr.
All right. One more time. Is that $45?
45.
Yeah.
All right, your answer of $45 was
what?
Incorrect. Ross Mullen goes for $30.
Oh, that's not right.
That's not
I mean, first of all, that's a steal and a bargain, and everybody should instantly go hire him.
All right.
So Brian Ibbett could just do this under his account. He could
looks,
just say that he's Ross Mullen, and nobody would say no.
By the way, Ross Mullen, very nice guy, but also rip him off Ibit.
I mean, actually,
Undercut him.
you know what? That goes two ways. Ross Mullen, make a second account, claim you're Brian Ibbett. Say, it's me, the guy who does Coverville.
He puts on a hat, right? It's like, what's your favorite cover? Right.
All right, we're moving into the 3-digit round.
Oh, good.
We're going to have 5 more of these here. This is all 3 digits. You've got to get it.
Hold on real quick. Just full screen on me.
Oh, absolutely. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Is this on? Tom Madonna, I heard you gave us 1,000 bits just now. Cool. That's it.
Good bit, everybody. All right. This is our 3-digit round. So all of these are going to be at least 3 digits.
At least
in the pricing,
possibly higher.
Possibly. And you will have to get this within 50. You have to get this within 50. Not so if it's say 300 and you give me 250, I'm not going to give it to you. You have to do it within. Okay?
Got it.
All right. Our first cameo here. I think you might know this gentleman. It's Ron Jeremy.
Dick. That name, by the way, is genitalia. Just so you know. So where was I? Oh yeah. Hey, Dick. Me and Robert all want to praise you and tell you what a great guy you've been. You've had a very big thing for Tracy Lords, and just for the record, I fucked her. But you know, she was actually, I think 19 when I was messing around with her, and she was very sexy. She had those big pouty lips, which she'd be breathing heavy. She'd be going like, the lower lip. Probably looks disgusting when I'm doing it. Well, she curl her lip. She was known for that little curl while she rides a guy's cock. You know, she'd be going, and it was really very sexy, and she had a great body, big areolas. I love areolas. Tracy Lords had beautiful areolas. So
this man is doing it on the LA streets.
I also like Tabitha Stevens.
Cars are driving by and stopping.
The weirdest part is when you see them depart from the job they're doing and instead enter a state of reverie where they lose themselves in the genuine thoughts they're having. $249.
And
I'm
anyway,
with you. Wait, no.
so
Let's
it's your
keep
birthday.
going.
It's your 40th birthday. Any guy who turns 40 should enjoy Tracy Lords. But anyway, best thing I could do is give you a little, take you out with a little song, which I wrote.
Oh, we almost missed
a couple
the
days
song.
Ago. About your condition and your preoccupation with Tracy Lords. It goes a little something like this.
Amen.
Boys and girls, I just want to let you guys all know that we have all borne witness to something. Like, I know you might normally come to this show to laugh, but rarely do you get to learn. Ron Jeremy knows how to play Happy Birthday on a harmonica.
Almost.
Shittily.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Folks.
That is something magical. That's maybe one of the greatest moments in show history.
Okay, I'm going to say 249.
I'm sorry. Despite the fact that I was taken on a magical world where Ron Jeremy...
And a bargain at twice the price, for the record.
Absolutely. Yes.
People are asking if that was a mouth organ that he just busted out.
All right, your answer to 49 is... Correctamundo. Ron Jeremy goes for $200.
Nice. That was a close one. Good job.
I bet you had 3 points. I gave you 2 points for when you got it exactly right with our friend Greg.
At this point, Ron Jeremy looks more like somebody that you're going to have to get an item from in an RPG.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I saw him in a role recently. He had this great moment where he turned and he goes, "You have no good car ideas." And then he dabbed.
I'm in for the recasting of that. Let's make that happen. But no, fuck. Oh my God. All we had to do was raise $200.
Oh my God, he admitted.
Now you have to buy me a cameo.
Give him all the lines.
Just give him all the lines. You probably love your mother-in-law. Oh.
And then one of the people in the car is driving in the background. He goes, "Yeah, you did. You have to marry your mother-in-law.
You have to marry your mother-in-law. Stinky.
Oh. Whew, all right. Folks, our next one is a renowned comedian, voice actor, multi-talent. Let's get this is for Katie Wills.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and this is for Katie Wills, and it's being sent by the OG girls. Well, first of all, congratulations on graduating from nurse practitioner school. Okay. A woman goes to a doctor. She lifts up her dress, spreads her legs open. Her vagina is all totally bruised and bloody and stretched out.
So I didn't get a chance to audition these
says,
today.
"What happened to you?" The woman says, "Well, last night I had sex with an elephant." And the doctor says, "Well, you know, I know a little about animals, and an elephant's a giant animal, but their penises are not that big. How did this happen?" And the woman says, "Oh, this didn't happen while I was fucking him. This was during foreplay when he was fingering my pussy." Congratulations, Katie Wills.
Gilbert Gottfried, famous comedian, actor, voice actor.
The greatest website of all time.
Oh my God, it's amazing. This is. Why are we doing a podcast? We should just replay all these.
We are. That's the bit. This is the podcast.
Fucking hustling backwards, doing this shit for 2 hours.
Oh my God. Oh, Christ alive. You said at least 3 digits?
It's 3 digits at least.
I would love.
Oh, that's for sure. That's
a G, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't think it's in the 5 to 6? Antonio Brown currently, like, that man makes millions of dollars doing it for 5.
Yeah. Okay. I'll join you at 550.
No, I'm fine with going higher, but a G's. I mean, but he is a legend. You don't know how many. I mean, like, are you gonna pay $1,000, or are you gonna read tomorrow that Gilbert Gottfried died and you didn't get him to fucking talk about the elephant
Can you
fingers
reveal
joke?
whether or not it says in his bio that he'll tell a joke?
It does not say that. The bios are generally pretty descriptive of. But
Just
you can give them detailed instructions, like, you know, what's going on in the person's life, how to pronounce their name, but nothing specifically about talking about.
Man, I'm gonna follow your lead on this one.
I would go as high as 750. I mean, because your instinct is as close to 1,000 as possible, right?
Yeah. I'll go 750.
Wouldn't should we go 749 or 751?
750. They've all been round numbers.
But it's got to be within. So do you want the above or the next?
Weird fucking rule.
Oh, shit. 751.
751. Okay. Going above. Just making sure. All right. Your answer, 751, is.
Hold on. Who put Andy Dick on this?
Incorrect by a country mile. Gilbert Gottfried goes for $150.
Bullshit! Greatest value on all of Cameo. Are you fucking high? Why is anybody not?
Wait. I just see his listing, and it's just because of the way it's cut. It's just voice of Aflac Duck.
That's right. Alrighty. So we're getting no points on that one. 750.
Wow.
750. No, not quite. 150. All right, we got a few more here. In fact, this one.
Why do I feel like there's a very good chance we're going to get a night attack message from Gilbert Gottfried? Like a night attack.
If I had
I heard you guys like our jokes.
If I had any money at all, I would have done this. All right, here's our next one. Remember, this is our 3-digit round.
Yo, Alexander, dude, I don't like Dave either. He's an asshole. Dave is an asshole. Why would he bail on
that's
you,
Pauly
bro?
Shore.
That's
Pauly
not
Shore.
good, dudes. What's up, you guys? It's Krusty Wheeze, checking in. I heard you had some issues and some problems. That's what happens, dude, when you're the favorite son-in-law. You
All
don't
right,
know because it's the embryo
250?
style, bro.
250.
You gotta be there for one another. Stop spatching each other. Not cool.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Anyways,
You say 250 for.
Dave.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to
Pauly
apologize
Shore.
on behalf of Alexander for leaving you. That's not cool, dude. So you're a bad boy, Alexander. Don't ever do that again. He's your friend.
Sorry,
He'll leave you too.
I gave my
At
guess
the
early
altar, bro,
on
'cause
purpose.
You guys like each other's
Oh, you want
booty.
to adjust it?
No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
no, I
What's
just
up?
want to
So anyways,
know if I'm
hope
right.
That, message was
Oh,
loud.
sorry. I'm just getting some stuff ready on this. So
All right, but on the
Brian, please, apologies to Bryce. He was currently wheezing the juice.
It's wheezing the juice. That video somehow was only 1 minute long, so I don't quite.
Don't
know.
believe you.
It's hard.
What was the one where he was? Because there was one where he was in the army, and then there was one where he was in court, right?
Oh, I don't know the court one.
Pauly Shore was?
Yeah, the army one.
Pauly Shore gets around, so he's done a lot of these.
Like he was like super hot. I watched all these movies when I was a kid. I love Pauly
There was
Shore.
Son-in-Law. I think there was Son-in-Law 2. There was
Jury duty in the army now, and then of course Encino Man. Encino Man's his best work, right?
Yeah.
Is that so? The top listing on his known for on IMDb. All right, Pauly Shore. So you said 250, is that right?
Yeah.
Your answer to 250 is. Where's a lose sound effect?
You're fired. Get out of here.
Andy
Incorrect.
Dick, what are you doing?
Pauly Shore goes for $150.
Oh. Yeah. Huh. All right.
Same as Gilbert Gottfried.
Same as Gilbert Gottfried?
So I guess is that just the comedian rate? Is $1.50?
I mean, I guess that stuff. Those price indicators tend to gravitate towards equilibrium.
Yeah, because I mean, like, Brian, if you were to do a cameo, you'd probably just look for what another YouTube celebrity that you're like.
I mean,
like,
I said,
yeah, I'm around there.
Here's one place I would never look, and that's into my heart for what my self-worth is.
All right, we got another one here. I'm gonna crop this just a little bit. So there we go. Look at that. There we go. All right, our next one. Of course, you know him. You love him. It's Vladimir Furtick.
Vladimir Furtick.
Yeah, no, Vladimir
Damn
Furtick.
it, Bryce.
Hey Christina, how are you, Vladimir Furtick, the man who played the Night King of Game of Thrones here? I have a message for you from your husband, from Bobby. He said,
Another Night King!
I was going to guess that!
happy anniversary, Christina. All the best. I wish you to be with Bobby at 100 years. I'm with my wife already 20 years and she's the best woman. Anyway, it's your anniversary. Happy anniversary and enjoy the party.
$100.
Hundo?
Yeah, maybe 101. We'll say 101.
I think it was 50, right?
I mean, I don't want to live in a universe where he
101.
gets more than
Well, actually,
Gilbert Gottfried.
Hold on. Wait. Does it? We're better off going 149, right? Even if we think it's 100?
Yes. But then I have to admit the possibility that he might be making more than Gilbert Gottfried, and that would be a crime against humanity.
We got to do it, Brian.
All right, fine. 149. 149.
149.
Going with 149. All right, your answer of 149 is. That's right. Get crunk. That's right. Vladimir Furtick goes for $100.
Oh, yeah. All right. Good call.
Very good.
Justice in the universe.
All right, so I think that brings you to 1, 2, 4 4 out of 10. Hey, if you get this next one, you'll get 5 out of 10, which is
goodness.
considered winning the game.
And to introduce this one, we have this clip from the Night King, who says, "Hey, boys, I hear you're playing a Cameo game. Bryce told me to set up this bit."
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. I wish I thought of that.
It's Bryce. Next time, expense it.
Yeah,
Literally.
I mean, just know, like we can give you a budget.
All right. Oh, this is okay. We're gonna have to do this. Let me see if I can make this one a little bit bigger. Here we go. I'm gonna full screen this one. This one is going out to Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Oh
It's
my
me.
God.
Want to make this special video message for you, and I'm just about to actually take the stage here at Planet Hollywood for Mind Free, but I wanted to take a couple of moments to chat with you. First of all, I wanted to say, from my heart, thank you so much for being a fan, a loyal fan for 15 years. That is incredible, and I'm so grateful. And the fact that you actually have some Chris Angel ink, awesome. I can't wait to see it. I do remember actually meeting you in Fort Wayne, and it's awesome to meet my fans.
All right, Justin,
looking
I'm
at Chris
really
Angel, the mind freak.
I am really having a hard time guessing this one. I'm going to need you, the editor-in-chief of iTricks.com, to help me out.
Not only the host of the Chris Angel podcast, so I do have experience here.
By being positive, by believing in ourselves, and truly, like,
So God,
wanting
isn't she lovely in the
to have
background?
All right,
happiness.
Bryce.
All right, I'll take it out.
Yeah, look, you can keep going. Just do me a favor and swap it out for Gilbert Gottfried. just keep Gilbert Gottfried on.
All right, so my guess is he's banging this out. If he's looking on Cameo, he feels like he's closer. Like Antonio Brown's that North Star.
Cheryl. and first of all, Andy, have a happy 58th birthday. And the message
Audio
is
listeners,
from me and
we're seeing the
Cheryl.
video of
Happy
Chris Angel
birthday,
talking about
and
you
I
in the
love
voice of
you.
an angel.
Well, Cheryl loves you. I don't necessarily love you. Although I would be willing to say I love you if you took me to a really nice restaurant.
we got some footage of him
and
on
then
stage.
at the end of the night.
I want Bryce to be on Cameo.
All right, folks, I'm gonna need an answer. Chris Angel. Sorry, Jerry, we cut you off.
I'm gonna say, I think he feels like he's closer to an NFL wide receiver than he is to Gilbert Gottfried.
$500, right?
So, but I think he's four, like high threes, 4. Like I think it's around.
Man, we have to pick. Do we want 451 or 449? I feel like he probably goes for the 500.
I mean, but he's seen his audience. Let's just say I don't know how many top hat and tails are riding through that VIP line.
What if I
Like,
gave you? What if I told you that cameo that we watched is the only cameo Chris Angel has done on the website?
Okay, $1,000, $999.
All right, I'll back your play.
Your answer of $999 is Correctamundo. Chris Angel is the second highest cost celebrity on Cameo.com at
Who's
$1,000.
the number one?
Right behind at $2,500, Caitlyn Jenner.
Hold on, what does Caitlyn Jenner look like on this? Like, is she clearly reading off her phone like everybody else?
Let's
or?
find out. This one's for Katie Fisher. Here's something for Katie Fisher from Caitlyn Jenner.
Jenner here. Actually, I'm getting ready to go to the Grammy pre-party tonight right now. But anyway, your dad reached out to me. said the most wonderful thing. He said, "You're smart, determined, and absolutely
No, that's great.
beautiful."
All right, so
And
she's
very
given
nice.
the full sincere thing.
Yeah.
Birthday. So I just want to say, happy birthday.
Aw.
No, I don't want
All
to do
right.
that. But anyway.
So there we go. Hey, look at that. 5 out of 10. You guys win my game. Where's the thing? Ding, 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 ding.
Just like that. That's all there is to it.
Thank you guys very much for playing the game. If you have a game that you'd like us to play in this block of the show, send it in mail, mail at nightattack.tv. We read all of that stuff there, and we'll get to some mailbags later in the show.
We might need a new Patreon level.
I mean, okay.
The cameo budget. Because, like, look, we like to staple a bunch of random shit onto this show, and sometimes we get tired of it, and sometimes we get bored of it, and it goes away, and sometimes it stays forever. But I kind of feel like if we could hit a Patreon level, that would literally just give us $100 cameo budget every week. We could just randomly just
I'll tell you what
literally
else.
At the end of the show could be a random random cameo saying
This is for
thank you to
Miller,
Night Attack.
Lincoln, Melissa, Dalton, and it's sent by the puppy's father, Rick.
Caitlyn Jenner, the voice of an angel.
July, you shit-eating gay dogs. Thank you so much, Melissa, for taking great care of these incestuous...
All right. So what's funny is you and I have very different angles on this. You're trying to figure out how to give cameo money. All I'm saying is, like, if Chris Angel gets the notoriety of being the second highest charging, I say we charge $5,000, and we do have we buy one from ourselves and just say, "Hey Justin, hey Brian, it's me, Justin and Brian, from the #1 Billboard comedy album Night Attack Team. I heard you going to DEF CON. I look forward to it. I heard they got good weed in Las Vegas."
Cameo is just our Snapchat. We're paying Cameo
To
30%.
ourselves? No, to ourselves.
No, Cameo's going to take a cut.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. Price of doing business, baby, to be in the marketplace.
I heard that you might see the Ice Cream Social Boys. Maybe you might gamble.
I'll say, we could talk about this off air, but there's someone on this website who makes me think we could very easily get on Cameo, and we know them personally. So, again, if you have a game for the second segment here of the show,
I'm like, who is it? And you click, and all of a sudden the voice of Mikey Newman is like, "Fuck you, Justin."
Mail at nightattack.tv. That's where you send in games or mailbags, which we'll get to at the end of the show.
Oh, shall we take a moment and do a little bit of diamond time?
Yes, indeed, Brian. We can, we will, and we are. You can head on over to reddit.com/r/Diamond Club or diamondclub.reddit.com. Big old sticky post at the top of the page is where you put your project. We read 3 of them each and every week. We begin with Matt Jawad. Hello, Diamonds. At VidCon this year, I made a video about a virus corrupting everyone's footage. This year, I made a sequel. You can check it out at bit.ly/VidConVirus2019.
What's the story here?
I guess he just went to VidCon and made this sort of narrative video.
Oh, okay. And I guess he's got a clip of you asking if the first video was for real.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
to, because I remember this person. Oh, yeah, he's got a clip here from that episode, I guess.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Did this really happen?
No.
Oh. Yeah, no, that would be crazy. I don't know why I asked that. It was a lot of very clear
I'm very
CGI
proud of
effects.
past Brian. Sign writes in saying, "Yo, club, I was going to make a joke about being brodied with the news. I want to dispense with gags to say. Number 1, I get my first paycheck on Friday. Congratulations, Sign. I'm out of the woods. Thank you. Here's a video of his desk at work. Number 2, watch King of Random. You will laugh, you will learn. King of Random and Scam School got me through so many shitty moments in my life. I just want to pass the positivity on. I love you all. Thank you so very much, Sign. Really, really appreciate it. Congratulations on your desk and having a motherfucking job.
Yeah, boy.
Did he shoot this? No, this was last week. Okay. I was like, did he shoot this today and post this today? No, this is last week.
And Discs of Tron writes, The Evolution of Irony Part 2. That's all that he writes, and then says time code 3 minutes and 47 seconds.
3 minutes for. Oh no, that's how long it is. This is Stephen Cogswell. Stephen Cogswell's Discotron.
Have a room to stay at Dragon Con.
Oh shit, another Scottish Shepherd joint.
Topical shit. Topical shit. Topical shit. What? Because that's a fucking fire in your face. Ask a question. Then hit the button.
Hooray, weed. Vote weed for president. Like anything like that, and you're going to get asked to flip it.
Very cool.
Justin, true fact. What
Yeah.
percentage of those songs do you have even the faintest memory of saying the lines to?
Is 0%?
I mean, I think I remember Hot Pads for Love, and the owner of a Lonely Mouth guitar.
By the way, real quick, we always read 3, but there's one more that I do want to shout out. Vampire Anarchy says that OMG Chad, our old pal, is doing a 24-hour live stream on August 16th at 8 p.m. Go ahead and check him out, twitch.tv/OMG Chad.
We should get Chad back on the show.
We should. He's a busy boy these days. He's all over the place. Of course, Diamond Time, where you can shout out your projects right here on the show. Head on over to reddit.com/r/Diamond Club or diamondclub.reddit.com.
Shall we take a moment to check in on the movie draft?
Welcome to your Movie Draft Minute, presented by CosmicRadio.tv for the week of August 5th, 2019. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. Quick production note, we're going to take a break until the last film is released, so don't worry, it won't be too long. We just have to wait till September. Jeez. All right. Talk about a long summer. Anyways, let's go check the rankings. Tim Hammerson is in 6th place with Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs & Shaw, bringing $65.9 million, bringing their total to $350.6 million. Team Attack is in 5th place, $705 million. Team Grant, The Beerist, is in 4th place, $769.9 million. Team John Trekker is in 3rd place, $838.1 million. Team Frogpants is in 2nd place, $887.8 million. And in 1st place with $1.02 billion, it's Team Sword and Laser. And that is Movie for the week of August 5th, 2019.
The Lion King is at $436 million. And you and I both know we're hosed. All we care about is shutting up Team John Trekker. They have It Chapter 2 coming out in a month, which already has big buzz. They are currently...
And a big runtime. Fewer screenings per day.
I don't think that's going to matter. I think John Trekker has this. It Chapter 2 is going to blow past the $200 million mark. They're going to crush number 1.
Wait, hold on. Where are they right now?
They are in number 3 with $838 million, just under $200 million behind Sword and Laser. So there's no way. Let's say very generously, there's another $138
million compared to
$1.08 billion.
Right. So let's say generously, The Lion King makes another $100 million, which would be very generous. I think that It Chapter 2 still has the $250 million in the tank to catch up. 250 to 300 million. I don't know. It will be a bit of a squeaker.
In a month? I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that's about what Spider-Man did.
Yeah, but also
for an R-rated horror movie.
Also, it would be less than It Chapter 1 did, which had no star power and had a bunch of kids.
It only has 4 weeks to do it.
That's fine. I think that's fine.
So you think John Trekker is that it's a wrap, that Lion King has not enough gas in it?
They're less than $200 million behind right now. Like, just wrap your mind around that. They're less than $200 million behind.
Go for a family-friendly film when school still's not in session.
Yeah, also a garbage repeat of a movie we'd already seen before.
I mean, that's already made $400 million.
That's
I agree with everything that you've said, but yet, if it keeps doing whatever multiples.
Oh man, somebody in the chat just asked, "What if John Stossel was on Cameo?"
And if he's not, can I rip it off? And just say,
can you pretend to be him? That'd be amazing. Side bet. We're gonna have to eat crow and put up with John Teasdale. Ugh.
God, what a fucking asshole he is.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like you guys did a big project that lost $40,000.
It makes it in the end. Sorry, spoiler alert for the talk.
Oh, okay.
That's
hey man,
like
you want to check out our mailbag?
Yeah, let's do it.
Get our fists on that. Oop. Yeah.
For drinks in the Diamond Club.
The Diamond Club. That sounds grand.
Super grand. This is the part of the show where we read emails that you send to mail@nightattack.tv, like this one from Open Bayou. Open Bayou writes, talking about VidCon from a few weeks ago. Hey, Brian, is VidCon still a YouTube-centric convention, or are other platforms and celebrities attending as well? Was there a lot of TikTok stuff? A lot of Instagrammers?
There was a lot of vague praise for TikTok. I remember Zay Frank, when I went to his panel, somebody asked him like what he likes, and he just busted out TikTok out of the blue. And I think he's right. I think that it's a crime that Vine, was just disintegrated the way it was. And I think TikTok is filling the Vine-sized hole in everybody's heart and just allowing people to, be joyous and silly. There was another one of the platforms I went to was all about Twitter and Twitter video and sponsored tweets and had the guy who does We Rate Dogs. And it was really amazing to hear that guy reduce his whole thing. Like you could tell he's kind of amazed. Like,
how are they falling for this
It's a very
shit?
simple formula.
Yeah.
10,000 people send us pictures of their dog every day. And we always review them positively and always give them a number higher than 10 out of 10. And then one day, Aladdin wanted to give us, or Dumbo wanted to give us all the money on the planet to rate Dumbo. So, my advice, just do that, And of course, it's one of those things where it's like, whatever went into the success, it clearly, it was a bit of a lottery ticket. It wasn't like he went in with a plan from the beginning and it paid off. So anyway, I would say, yes, there's a lot of representation of non-YouTube stuff.
I bet because I know that TikTok has been talking about wanting to figure out monetization for creators, and also they're making a phone in China. So I think there's a lot of money going into that thing. It probably could be in the way Vine could be today. TikTok can just steal that trajectory.
Yeah, that's so crazy that TikTok is just skinned Musically, and Musically was just like watching Vine go away and watching everybody bummed that Vine was gone, and then Musically just sort of puts a leg out onto the dance floor and scoots on over.
Well, TikTok bought Musically, but TikTok was a platform before they bought Musically and folded it into TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait,
For some reason, I thought it was a reskinning.
Just a
No,
rebrand.
I wound up reading a bunch about it. But TikTok is the Chinese company that bought Musically and folded it in, and so they've taken a lot of the Musically features of like being able to use sounds and search via sounds and stuff like that. But TikTok's its own thing, man. Like it is addictive, and also it kind of has this secret sauce in a world where everything is like, oh, ban the Nazis, Jack. Like look at all these problematic things. The way that TikTok wants you to deal with stuff is you just watch stuff that's algorithmically curated for you. And so they can control that fire hose. If they think something is bad, it's not that they're banning it. They're just not putting it in the algorithmically sorted thing for you.
And it works. You can tell when it's like, oh, you liked watching this video of some guy cooking food on a river,
and it doesn't like just based on like your pausing, like you're scrolling and then you hesitate a little bit.
So I think it's based on that because it's full screen. So unlike Vine where it was like a loose timeline, it's full screen flicks. But so they base it on the things that you like, people you follow, and I'm sure stuff that you just watch, all the way through.
Yeah.
It is kind of scary in how well it works.
It's addictive. Like, no bullshit. And also you find out, man, these teens can dance. God damn, I didn't know all these teens were dancing. I didn't feel like everybody was dancing so much when I was a teen, and yet here they are, dancing their goddamn heads off.
We also got another letter here. Hi, everybody. I've just listened to the latest episode and found your whole discussion on Jesus' middle name hilarious. The main reason for this was your assumption that his surname was Christ. It was not. Christ was the title, which means Messiah. His surname was not in the Bible, but most likely would have been of Nazareth, as this was the common style of surname. I'm writing this with my girlfriend. She has decided that the H is for Houdini. Puff water into wine. Thanks, Windwalker Scoop 23. Well, yeah.
Oh, somebody hit me up on Twitter. Let me see if I can find.
Oh, did you also get a correction on this?
Yeah, but it was a good one, and it made me laugh.
Oh, okay.
I'm
going
to do a quick search for Ashwood Christ, which I'm
that
sure
sounds like
will...
an Australian town, Ashwood Christ. Jerry, you knew. Yes, Jesus of Nazareth, whatever. But Jesus H. Christ is the slogan. That's the thing that we say.
To be totally honest, at the ripe old age of 36 years old, I never fucking thought about it. I never thought about the fact that Christ was not his last name, and that it was instead like, it was basically like a backwards version of Admiral Jesus.
Yeah, I guess sure. But you've heard the term Jesus of Nazareth, right? Like that's not surprising.
Sure, but I always thought that, that's Justin from Florida. His name's Justin Young. Like, I guess I just thought that was just like, it was more relevant in an era before we had Twitter handles.
God damn it!
No,
I think it was sent as a DM, and so I can't find it. It wasn't Howard, but it was a common name that when you said it all out, it sounded like it made his name into a sentence. I think it might have been like Jesus Harold Christ or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, whatever.
Send it. He should have sent it to mail at Untitled TV. We got one more here.
Yep.
This is from Matt. Hey guys, longtime lurker, love the show. Con season is in full swing. What are your thoughts on vendors selling copyrighted material? Sometimes it feels like the con scene is like the wild, wild west when it comes to legalities, especially with all the drugs around. As a buyer, it's awesome. Where else can I buy a picture of Godzilla fighting the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? As a bunch of creatives, I wonder what your thoughts are. I recently acquired a large laser cutter and was thinking of getting in the game of being a vendor. I need something to pay for my debauchery. Keep up the good work, Matt from Central Florida.
Man, that's a really good question, and I feel like we're not quite qualified to answer it because the people, if you're big enough to have bootlegs, then congrats. And if you do have bootlegs, there's that spectrum of everything from clear parody to just clear ripoffs. But then also we have friends of ours like Bill Duran who builds armor that might look similar to a certain Marvel copyrighted property.
Sure. But there are things like
He doesn't sell it. I mean, I guess he did when he was doing...
He sells commissions.
But he doesn't do those anymore. So it's like, I'm sure that there are...
those are private deals too. Those are just private transactions. And but there's also like, the people who make the die cut stickers, right? Where it's like, that's just the Avengers A. Like, is it, like, that's definitely what it is, but also it's just a sticker.
And then there was also remember that game we did where we read titles from the knockoff Lego
the Lego
Canadian...
guy who got shut down the next week.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, we tried to look at it next week and he definitely got shut down.
Oh, that's a bummer. It was so much fun. It
was like Green Angry Man.
Yeah, exactly. Or Canadian Warrior with metal skeleton, and claws.
Yeah.
I would say if you are thinking about getting into it, probably ask around on the legality more than us. I think from our perspective, we certainly have seen a lot. Like that it certainly is out there.
Can I tell you separately? Look, I'm probably not the best to talk about counterfeit merchandise because I today just bought a bunch of literal counterfeit money to give away to everybody at the booth at DEF CON. Because
you didn't have enough?
Well, because now I want to give it away to everyone. I just want to constantly be saying, hey, man, you're awesome. Have a counterfeit $100 bill. That's counterfeit. Don't spend it. Like there's
that might be illegal if you do it
we'll find out.
In Las Vegas, just giving out. Are they the ones with like the Chinese stamps on them?
Maybe.
You don't even know.
All I know is they're on Amazon, and all I know is that people really like it when you hand them a fake $100 bill and say, this is counterfeit money, don't spend it.
God, man, remember last year when we...
At TwitchCon, right?
No, this is Dragon Con. I think we were definitely half drunk, and we walked up to a police officer and asked him whether or not it was illegal for us to try and hand him a fucking.
He was pretty
fake $100
ambivalent
bill.
about whether or not it was legal.
Our nonsense definitely was filed under not worth the paperwork.
Might have been holding beers out on the street, thinly veiled beers.
So, what about the other side of Matt's question? As creators, like if you go to DEF CON and you see a booth that you don't know about from a person you don't know about, you've never talked to before, and they're selling knockoff Modern Rogue stuff, or if they're selling some a picture of you, Justin, on a poster board, what do you feel about that?
I mean, I wouldn't feel if somebody did an oil painting of me riding a Velociraptor, I wouldn't feel that it was necessarily taking money out of my pocket because I'm not selling pictures of myself on a Velociraptor.
Yeah.
So I think for me personally, it would be a different story. Brian, I'm actually curious about because you actually do have a store where these things are being sold.
Yeah, but we intentionally give a wide berth around, like most people say, like, oh yeah, I've got a merch store. It's my name on a T-shirt or on a hat or my face on a T-shirt or whatever. Like we intentionally try to steer clear of that and instead make sure everything is like, you could not know who I am and still this thing has value and you're excited to have it, right?
Sure, but we make video content, we make visual content.
Sure. And I mean, like for example, let's say
someone made a Modern Rogue DVD, Season 1, Modern Rogue.
Well, that would be problematic. I certainly would have words with that. But if somebody was selling Brian and Justin, three-face moon shirts like we got as a gift,
sure,
I think I'd be nothing but thrilled for that.
Well, we've always said, I mean, like anybody, I don't know if we've ever done an official T-shirt except for stuff at cons, but we've always said, hey, if you want to make a Diamond Club shirt, make a Diamond Club shirt. Like, I think we've stated the only rule is give us one, and only like 2 people have ever done it, so we're not really enforcing the law.
Yeah, and I feel like most independent artists are of the same thing, where it's like they understand that is a down the road when you're successful enough problem, and that most people when they see it would be cool or talk directly or say, hey, I don't like this, or let's work this out to,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I mean,
blah.
look, I think that there's 2 important vectors. Number one, are you taking money out of somebody's pocket? So if Brian is selling something at a Hack 5 booth, if you're selling or at a Modern Rogue booth, and then at the Hack 5 booth, we're selling the same Modern Rogue branded stuff, but it's bootleg, then you are actively competing and taking money out of somebody's pocket. If you're big enough, then you do have to worry about like copyright. Like at a certain point, it's like if you don't defend the copyright, then the copyright is weaker and you have the chance of losing it. And if you're building a business around the sale of that intellectual property, then you are like protecting the jobs of the people that are there. But I don't know. For con stuff, I feel like that is such a weird gray area, which I understand where he's coming from, that it's like, man, a lot of these actors are here. A lot of the people that book these actors are involved with the companies. And yet here's this, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man T-shirt that has never been sold and isn't going to give any kind of dime back to the creators. But at the same time, it is what it is.
I wonder if just the fact that it's like in a convention or behind some sort of badge that you need to buy eases some of that. That makes, I don't know. I'm just armchair.
I mean, like at the end of the day, it's like, all right, how many independent artist booths? How much are you gonna like just totally wreck Artist Alley? And what are you really gonna get out of it for the effort you'll put into it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Matt, and thank you everybody who sent in mail, mail at nightattack.tv. That's the email address. Send us in mail. We'll read it here at the end of the show, which is what this is.
Hey man, what did we learn today, Justin?
We learned that Tamadonna, it's the end of the show. You watched the whole show. Thank you so much. Your aunt told me that you love spaghetti. I love it too.
Yo, I heard that you like Night Attack. Yeah, thank you very much, Tamadonna, the Bit Boss. I think we also learned that con season never ends. Never, ever ends.
We learned that there are so many Night Kings. For real. As many as there are stars in the sky.
Hey, man, we learned that Andy Dick, hardest working man on Cameo, 9 minutes, did a full podcast.
Yeah, and of course we learned more than anything that you can play my NPC in Creepypasta, the role-playing game.
Hey, man, we love you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Dying fire!
Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.